Welcome to the 2015 ACA Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship Series. This year, we kick off our 10th year of the original and longest-running Collegiate Bass Fishing Tournament. Today, we begin with one of the most unique events in the Cabela School of the Year program. Welcome to Day 1 of the 2015 Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash, presented by Berkley. Welcome to the 2015 Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash, presented by Berkley. This year, a record turnout of nearly 300 college anglers were welcomed by a who's who of outdoor industry insiders with a multitude of free products on hand.
As we look at the 10th anniversary of collegiate fishing, you go back to the early years, the first events on Lake Lewisville, how the kids showed up. I mean, you had about 40-plus teams show up from around 20 universities, and now there'll be over 300 college anglers just at this event alone. They're traveling for over 24 states, and the names of the universities that are represented here are some of the biggest names in the sports, as well as some of the smallest schools out there, and that's what makes college fishing so unique.
So we have seen it change a lot, and we were proud and excited to be there when it did start and where it has grown. Again, we have 300 anglers here. It just continues to get better and better.
Considered a favorite format for our anglers, this tournament offers a unique twist. With 4 weigh-ins each day and a variety of great prizes awarded to the winners for each weigh-in session.
I think it's pretty cool being able to run back and forth all day and really only have to worry about catching one fish. It kind of just makes it not really less stressful, but kind of more relaxed, kind of fun. But I mean, you still have the competitive edge to it. Just decided to throw a jig on some rocks this morning. Pretty much the main thing I've had history with on the lake, with really catching numbers, so just kind of what my gut feeling was this morning.
In addition to multiple weigh-ins and great prizes, this event is critical to the Cabela's School of the Year race. Up for grabs in this event are double points, making this weekend's tournament even more crucial.
School of the Year, we just now moved into first place this past week, I think. It's just now getting to the pivotal point in the year to where these tournaments start mattering a lot more. And with these tournaments being on Kentucky Lake and Pickwick and all these spots, it's tough to beat those guys in Tennessee and Alabama, that live on those kind of river systems.
We know they're in here. We've seen people catch some fish. We just got to catch more quality. We know some 4s already caught in here today, so try to get one of them, get up in the points a little more.
We've had warm rain this week and just warm weather, warm nights. It's brought the water temperature up more than 10 degrees. I think what you're gonna see this week is you're gonna see a lot of guys talking about catching fish really deep, and you're gonna see a lot of guys catching fish really shallow. We're in 3rd place right now in School of the Year. We were leading it, but it's okay. It's a really tight race. We're always battling it out with ULM. Stephen F. Austin's also has some awesome fishermen. But we're in 3rd place right now, but it's close. I think there's like a 20-point margin.
Nah, he's a little one. Yeah, he's not real big.
We might as well put him in the live well because we need to get some points.
Good job, Dale.
Make a move, first cast. I like this tournament because, honestly, it really leaves the door open to anybody, I mean, a big fish tournament, it doesn't matter. You can come, a lot of guys could come down here and not even practice, never been on the lake, and still have an opportunity to win.
It's a blast, especially knowing everybody and meeting all your friends that we've met through college fishing, and running into the stage and weighing it in, trying to get right back out there and catch another one. It's just, it's something different, and that's why we all like it, I think.
The English teacher is an athlete, I'm telling you, athlete. Barefoot, and she'll play volleyball. You better look out when she hits it. I mean, she'll hit you in the face. Watch out.
Got it? Easy. There we go, baby.
Attaboy!
I'm talking about.
Attaboy, Dale!
That's what I'm talking about.
That was for you, Lori Crumpton. That was for you.
There we go. Put it on the board.
I was just talking about my 9th grade English teacher, and I was literally 5 feet from the boat, and it just choked it. You can't ask for more than that.
Hey, we'll be back. We got about 10 minutes till the end of the first weigh-in. We're gonna weigh him real quick. Come right back here. Points on the board is what it's all about.
Coming up, when we return, the first of 4 weigh-in sessions as our college anglers try to bring their biggest single bass to take home the best prizes. More to come from the Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash, presented by Berkley. Stay with us. The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Towboat US. Take us with you on the water. And Ranger Boats. Still building legends, one at a time.
Come on, get together.
Towboat US has the largest network of on-the-water towing companies standing by 24/7 to assist you. And with a Towboat US Unlimited Towing membership, the service is free. Having a Towboat US membership with Trailer Assist means you'll never be left stranded while towing. With our 24-hour roadside assistance, your flat tires, jump starts, and towing are all taken care of. Visit us at boatus.com. Towing and join today.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
The ultimate predator has evolved again. Now, Yamaha VMAX SHO Performance is prowling the waters in 4 hungry, exciting new models. With their 4 valves per cylinder and double overhead cam fuel-injected design, these advanced 4-stroke predators are taking performance to a whole new level. Vicious, lean, efficient. VMAX SHO. The pack is growing.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you by Yamaha Marine. Reliability starts here. Garmin, the clearest scanning sonar images on the water. And by Henry County. Welcome back to day 1 of the Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash, presented by Berkley. The first of 4 weigh-in sessions is now underway, while many of our college anglers are happy to report that, despite some adverse weather, they've managed to find some decent-sized bass to weigh in to compete for prizes.
Blue leader, 650, 650.
For weigh-in session 1, presented by Gill Rainwear, Ryan Derricott from the University of North Alabama brought this 6.5-pound bass to the scales, taking the top spot in weight. Here's the leaderboard for weigh-in session number 1. With 3 more chances to win, every one of our anglers is ready to get back out on the water, including the first session leader, Ryan Derricott, who's decided to make a move to try and best his leading weight.
We're making a move. We've been fishing different transitions from rocky bank to pea gravel bank. We're gonna go back down south and hit where we caught that big fish at this morning. So they're in that ditch up there with those shell beds. So the first thing this morning, we came down here and fished, and about 8:50 is when we first got that 6.5 pounder that I caught. And so what we got going on right here is we're mainly fishing transitions from rock bank like that to a pea gravel bank like that, and up here is a ditch underwater with a lot of shell in it, and that's what these fish are setting up on.
Primarily, we're catching them on a little square bill crankbait and a rattle trap. That's pretty much what we've caught all of our fish on this week.
You got one?
Yeah.
Keep it down.
I don't know what he is.
Hey, that's a decent one out there.
It looks like Ryan's spot is still holding up for now, while his partner Zach has just landed a nice weighing fish to start out the second session. It'll be interesting to see if this spot will hold up for the remainder of the tournament. In addition to trying to catch the biggest bass, many anglers have the Cabela School of the Year race on their mind. We take you now to the current leaders, the University of Louisiana Monroe.
Well, the School of the Year race, we're sitting in first right now, and I think it all comes down to consistency. I think we've had like 5 or 6 tournaments this year already starting out, and we've been probably in the top 10 in all of them, so that's what it takes to be School of the Year. This tournament being for double points and also one of the biggest fields they've had, I think this is going to be the most pivotal tournament there is for School of the Year. Morning's panning out a little bit different than we thought. There's a lot of boats in here. We kind of figured that though, with all the tournaments going on.
Kentucky Lake, it's nothing like what we're used to fishing back home. First time ever fishing here in spring. I know it's got a good population of fish, a lot of healthy fish. Good boy. There we go. Do it right.
ULM's consistency is certainly without question. This year should prove to be productive, as each year they're always in the hunt for the Cabela School of the Year. Now, we take you to the University of Louisville, who have been targeting shallower bass.
Like I said yesterday, fishing less than 4 foot of water, boats sitting in less than 4 foot of water, so the fish are shallower than that. And now, we ran to all of our spots where we had all these shallow fish located, and pretty sure they're there, but with all this cloud and the sun hasn't come out and been real bright yet, I'm pretty sure that they're just roaming around and we weren't fortunate enough to hook into one of them. So we're gonna let the sun get up here and hopefully there's a fish. Hey, he's better, good job. Well, that's good. This is the first time all week we fished this spot. We made the right move, at least get some fish in the boat.
The way this bank's set up, it's got docks and it's got rock. With them pulling so much current at the dam, this steep bank and some cover on it gives a place for these fish to set up and ambush these schools of shad coming down this riprap and rock bank.
Weigh-in session number 2, presented by Ranger Boats, is now underway. Corbin Rude from Tusculum College brought in this nice trophy-sized bass weighing in at 8.58 pounds. Rude told us that he ran his boat about 40 minutes south, close to the river, employing shallow cranking and flipping jigs. His catch won him $300 in Ranger Boats wear, a pair of Costa sunglasses, and a $200 Cabela's gift card. Way to go, Corbin! Don't go away. When we return, we'll continue with session number 3 of the Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash, presented by Berkley.
The distances aren't getting shorter. The trucks are going farther. The 2013 Ram 1500 with best-in-class fuel economy. Engineered to move heaven and earth. Guts, glory, Ram. The new Ram 1500. Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year.
Panoptics is the future of fishing. We can see our lures coming in. We can choose the proper lures for the depth of fish are in. It makes fishing so much easier when you go to a new body of water because now you can really identify with the bass, figure out where they're feeding, what depth they're at, and really learn how they're reacting to your lures. To be able to see that kind of stuff and understand it and then interpret it, put it into your game, unbelievable.
I promise to be ready, anytime. I promise to love the sport just as much as you do. I promise to always be flexible. I promise to pull my weight, and then some. I am Trilene, and I promise to never give up. Built with innovation, fueled by passion. Berkley Trilene, America's most trusted fishing line.
The Arctic Ice Tundra Series, capable of keeping your food frozen all day long. The Tundra Series is a portable, safe, and reusable alternative ideally suited to replace dry ice. Keep your food as frozen as the Tundra with the Tundra Series from Arctic Ice.
Welcome back to the 10th Annual ACA Championship Series and Day 1 of the Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley from Kentucky Lake in Paris, Tennessee. While nearly 300 anglers are competing for a variety of prizes during 4 separate weigh-in sessions. Catching the biggest bass is the name of the game. And in our last session, Corbin Rood from Tusculum College did just that, bringing to the scales an 8.58-pounder. While his weight holds the lead now, there's still plenty of time for our anglers to try to best it as we begin our 3rd fishing session of the day. Today, our anglers have shown us that they've been catching their bass in a number of different ways, all hoping that at any moment they'll hook up to what could be the biggest bass of their lifetime.
Yeah, I didn't want to throw the rig. I mean, I really just don't like throwing it. It's like throwing dead weight, but it is a proven big fish bait. You know, with the give outs they got, I mean, there's no other college tournament like it.
This is also a really cool trail. Like this tournament today, I think they said they were going to give out over $30,000 for the prizes and stuff. I mean, that's really awesome to do and not have to pay for it. So, I mean, it's just awesome. Last year we were fortunate enough to win School of the Year. This year we have been leading for most of the year, and I think this past weekend there was a tournament down south somewhere, and I think ULM and Stephen F. Austin jumped in front of us by 20 or 30 points, so we really are going to try and do good here and try to get that first place back. No, it's only like 50.
50 is the same as 30.
Hold up. Net.
You want a cold bean?
With their sights honed in on repeating a win for the Cabela School of the Year, the University of North Alabama is taking each catch seriously. Making sure to cull the right-sized fish in this tournament is paramount, as this event is for double Cabela School of the Year points. Next up, we take you to Roan State, who have been waiting patiently for a big bite.
Had one boat sitting over here for about 10 minutes and pulled up behind them and pulled a few fish out of the water. So, hit or miss.
I'd say big bass is my favorite one. I'd rather catch just one big bass than 5 any day of the week. It makes it more of a challenge. It's just going after a monster.
That's what I like about this tournament. So if you're not on them all through the week, all you gotta do is luck into a good one. If we're gonna make that weigh-in, we probably ought to head back.
What time is it?
In just a few minutes. Yeah.
With another fishing session wrapping up, many anglers have already made their way back to weigh-in to see if they can bring the heaviest weight for the 3rd session, sponsored by Hydrowave. As anglers crossed the stage, it was apparent that Corbin Rood's 8.58-pound catch from the last session would hold the overall lead. Tennessee Tech's Sam Karras brought this nice 7.78-pound largemouth to the scales to take the top prizes for the 3rd session, awarding him with a brand new Hydrowave H2 along with a $200 Cabela's gift card. Here's your leaderboard for Session 3. For the latest news, videos, as well as updated information on the Cabela School of the Year race, go to collegiatebasschempionship.com. Also, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay connected to the Collegiate Fishing Network. With weigh-ins every 2 hours today, many of our collegiate anglers are trusting their Ranger boats to get them to and fro. It's time now to put your Ranger knowledge to the test. What are the 4 camouflage patterns available on the Ranger Tournament Series and MPV Series aluminum models? Log on to mydreamrig.com for the answer.
Gill that I've used for the last 5 years has been a far superior product than anything else on the market.
The main thing that's really important to me is me being dry. I've been wearing gill suits now for 3 years and never once have I gotten wet.
The more powerful the statement, the stronger the reaction. Yum, results by design. If you're going to power fish, then commit. Yum, results by design.
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States.
That's a toad.
Sunline Super Fluorocarbon, with strength to guarantee your confidence.
The Cabela's Collegiate Bass Fishing Series is brought to you by Costa, see what's out there, and by Gill, respect the elements. Yum, start a feeding frenzy. And by Mustang, together we save lives, and we save lives for a living. Welcome back to Paris, Tennessee for the 10th annual ACA Championship Series and day 1 coverage of the Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley from Kentucky Lake. The 4th and final session of today's fishing is underway.
We found some fish, but it was kind of hit and miss. But one thing we narrowed down was that they were really keying in on blue. A lot of fish had moved further back than I would have anticipated. We were catching them in 8 to 12 foot of water. Before 2 days ago, Graham had never caught a fish on the Alabama rig. Now I think I would have a hard time prying it out of his hand. We've had a good, well, he's had a good couple days of practice, but we've had an amazing day of tournament as far as just number and just quality fish all day long. We've got a few more 3-pound, 2.5, 3-pounders in the live well that we just haven't deemed weighable yet. I mean, have caught a lot of nice fish. It's just Kentucky Lake's an amazing fishery. You want to swing over there?
Yeah, I might want to get that one.
There's one.
Good one?
I can't tell. Running for deep water. I don't think he's too big. No, 1.5 pounds. Pound.
Yeah.
The way they smoke that A-rig, though, you can never tell. Come on. Couldn't get a bait with the right color around here, so I had to do some Sharpie custom. That blue, we threw everything in the box, and he had a special run swim bait with some blue fleck in it that they would hit, and I couldn't get a bite on anything else. Last night I went and bought some baits, colored them up with blue Sharpie, started catching fish this morning. Not gonna argue with it if it works.
That's a smallmouth.
With a little ingenuity, Kansas State is hoping for a big payoff today using their custom coloring. Next, we take you over to Mississippi State, who are all hooked up.
We've got some whitefish in there, nothing real big, nothing spectacular, but it's better than nothing anyways.
We've hit all these banks 5 or 6 times and we catch fish every time.
He's done caught more than we have today. I know in practice he did. He's a quiet guy, but usually all you hear out of him during the day is, got one, or, ooh, it's a good one. It's his first big tournament to ever get to come fish. He just joined the team this year. He's a senior at state. We're trying to talk him into getting a master's or something so he'll stay a little longer.
Yeah, no doubt.
Dude, that's a giant. I hope it's a fish.
Not a bad one. It's a whale.
We need to go. Well, whatever it takes to get it done.
Might be clear here in the morning. Might be able to wreck them.
Do I have one in there?
Stick them in the left corner. We just gotta go.
With little time to spare, our anglers are wrapping up the first day of the Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley. Today's fourth and final session is sponsored by Garmin. Many of our college anglers are hoping for a top weight to secure and win this final session's first place prize, a Garmin Model 551 with downview, along with a $200 Cabela's gift card. With a largemouth weighing 7.53 pounds, Mike Corbishley from East Carolina University takes Session 4's top prize.
Caught him on a jerkbait. I was working real slow, waiting 6-7 seconds in between each pause, and found him on nice rocky banks. Tomorrow we will be probably run the same pattern. It's going to be sunny, so we're going to see what that does to the fish. We might speed it up a little bit with a crankbait. All the giveaways are really great that these guys do for us. It's really great. We get a lot of free stuff coming to these events. We traveled 13 hours to get here, so a long drive. You feel very welcomed, and there's a lot of benefits to it. And we wouldn't make that drive if it weren't for the benefits involved in that. So.
At the end of the day, over 40 prize packages were handed out by our sponsors, while Corbin Rood's 8.58-pound bass took the top prize for day one, awarding him with an additional $1,000 Cabela's gift card. We'd like to thank all of the sponsors for their support and for providing this unique opportunity for college anglers to showcase their talents on the water. The Association of Collegiate Anglers would also like to thank Henry County and our host city of Paris, Tennessee, where we'll continue next time with the final day of coverage of the Cabela's Collegiate Big Bass Bash presented by Berkley.